Hello, everyone, and welcome to Paula's Soapbox Live. I have with me tonight Ben Taylor from the band Beatrice Fault. Their latest album is Do As People Do, so be sure to download that. And please welcome Ben to the show. Ben, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Okay, so Beecher's Fault consists of you, Ken Lampkin, Max Maples, and Serge Ruccolo. I hope I pronounced his name correctly.
I think you did.
Did I leave anyone out?
Well, we have backing singer Lauren Hunt, who has
Okay.
been with us for the last 20 or so shows. So
Yeah. And she actually, does she sing with her sister?
she does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She does? Okay. Yeah, I saw her in a couple of the videos, so I wasn't sure if she was kind of crossing over to Beecher's Fault too, or what the deal was with that. So I'm glad that you mentioned her.
Yeah, she's definitely plays a big role in the latest EP, and has been touring with us. So
yeah,
I don't know if she's a card carrying member yet, but
yeah. Well, if she has a T-shirt and everything, then I guess she is.
yeah.
So, how did you guys get together? How did you form this group?
So Ken and I met about 4.5 years ago in New Jersey, which is actually where I am right now, though it's not where I live. So we founded the band. I was looking for a job, really, and instead I found a bandmate. And we decided to move to New York City. We moved to Astoria in Queens and started gigging and recorded our first EP in 2011, and the rest is history, I guess. We kind of took it from there.
Well, I hesitate to ask this next question because I've heard that you don't exactly give the same answer twice. So where does the name Beecher's Fault come from?
So you've definitely done your research.
Yeah.
Beecher's Fault is a geological formation in southern Vietnam, actually.
Really? Not Australia?
Oh, right. Sorry, Australia. That was the meeting point of myself and Ken. We were each on either side of the fault, and he played a chord, and it echoed around the mountains, and
yeah. And your answer for your next interview will be something totally different, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. That's why I didn't want to ask that question, because I knew. So I noticed that recently, one of your shows, your dad joined you guys on stage. So can I assume you come from a musical family?
Not really. My dad plays drums a little bit. And, it wasn't my idea to have him join us on stage. Our drummer invited him up without me knowing it was going to happen. So, but he, to give him credit, he held his own.
Yeah. Well, I bet he had fun too. So
he had a good time, and he kept the tempo and everything. So, but yeah, he plays drums a little bit. My mother used to play piano and sing a little bit. My grandmother actually was an opera singer. So some music in the family for sure.
Yeah. So is it true that you started playing piano at 6 because you wanted to acquire a briefcase that looked like James Bond?
That is true. Yeah, so I was in school in England, which is where I'm originally from.
Right.
And, I was really into James Bond, and all the kids that took piano lessons had these little briefcases to carry their music in, and they looked like the briefcase that James Bond carries around. So, sorry about that. So I asked my mother one day if I could get one of those briefcases, and she said, sure, if you start taking piano lessons, you can. So I started taking piano lessons, and stuck with piano until I was about 13, and then took up the drums, and then took up guitar in high school, and then studied voice and guitar in college.
So you mentioned that you're originally from England. How old were you when you moved to the States?
9 years old initially. We moved to Texas.
Oh.
Kind of lived all over England, Texas, New Jersey, I went to school in upstate New York, and now I live in New York City. So.
Wow, so you've been all over then.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, so in one of your interviews, I read that if you weren't a musician, you would be doing something environmental. So what do you think you would be doing if you weren't a musician?
Well, previously I had a job selling essentially, well, kind of selling carbon offsets, like reforestation projects in South America and sort of ecotourism, things along that line. So I don't know, I love nature and the outdoors. So I think if I wasn't doing music right now, I'd probably be doing something along the lines of trying to save the planet.
Yeah. Well, you can do that in your spare time, though.
Sure, yeah, I guess.
Save the planet in your spare time.
Yeah.
So you guys are still on tour right now, Beatrice Fault?
We just finished a tour up to Portland, Maine and back. We have more tour dates planned. We're going to be heading, that was the Head North tour. We're going to be heading south next. I'm going to go down and play in Georgetown University and probably Baltimore, DC. It's all being booked right now, so none of the dates are confirmed, but sometime in November we'll be back on the road.
Yeah. Head south for the winter. So
yeah, exactly. North in the summer, winter.
Yeah.
We're like an old couple, really.
Yeah. Well, be sure to let us know when tickets are available for that so that, you know, I can let people know where they can purchase them. And
definitely, yeah. I mean, our next show, we do have a show booked in New York City. The tickets are on sale now for at Arlene's Grocery on September 22nd.
Okay. So I noticed on your website, which I love your website, by the way, it's really cool. I noticed that on your website that you were offering original paintings and private concerts as like merchandise. So who does all the paintings? Is it just Ken, or do all of you kind of contribute to that?
No, that's definitely Ken. I don't think anyone else in the band can paint. So Ken's actually a visual artist and went to school for visual art. So
yeah,
he's been painting. He painted the album, the latest EP cover. Actually, all of the album covers are his work. Wow. And then he's been doing like a series of paintings based on that we've been selling to fans along with, you know, the new album. So
yeah.
He also designs our T-shirts and all the graphic work and everything.
That's a full-time job by itself, doing that and then playing the music. So
yeah,
he's a busy guy.
Yeah, we're all pretty busy for sure.
Yeah, yeah. And then you do the private concerts too, I noticed. So how long are you planning on doing those?
I mean, I'm not sure. We've done quite a few of them, just in people's living rooms and things. I mean, they're usually a good time.
Yeah.
I think surely at some point soon we'll discontinue that. So if anyone out there wants a private concert, they should probably get to our website now and pick one.
Are you scared by offering that? Like, you might end up somewhere like you don't want to be?
Yeah, a little bit scared.
Yeah.
Good, though. So far it hasn't been anything too crazy, but
yeah.
See.
Well, I noticed that you did the theme song for a show on ESPN a few years ago. So how did that come about? It was for the Manning family.
Yeah, that was good fun. That came about through a group that we work with called Fieldhouse Music. And they got us the opportunity, and yeah, we got to be on TV on ESPN. The show did pretty well. I think it was like one of the most popular documentaries ESPN have done. So
yeah,
definitely got us some good exposure.
Yeah, that is good exposure. So have you been able to do anything like that since then, or?
Well, outside of the band, myself and Ken are always doing various like commercial TV work. We score films as well. We're actually scoring a film right now. So it's not really Beecher's Fault music necessarily, though some of it is, but we do like original composition for TV and film. Yeah.
Well, that's really cool. That's really good exposure too, because everyone wants to know like they heard something on TV or in a movie or something, who sung it, and
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. We did. We had a lot of our music was featured in a documentary series called The American Dream Project, which is really interesting. Actually, it's about an English guy and an American guy who take motorcycles across the United States in search of rediscovering the American dream and what the American dream means today. And it was a good series, and I think our music was in every episode. So if people want to check that out, it's definitely worth taking a look.
Where can people still watch the series, or?
It's still on like iTunes and Amazon and various other internet streaming services.
Okay, and it's called
The American Dream Project. It's sponsored by Cole Haan, the clothing company.
Oh, okay, yeah. People definitely need to check that out then. So I've seen in like your Facebook feeds and stuff, you're currently working on new music. Is that true?
Yep. Yeah, we just got back in the studio recently and started working on a new single, which will probably be followed by another record. So
yeah,
I'm gonna get the single out this fall and then another record sometime next year.
Yeah. Wow. And Do As People Do is your third one, right? So
yeah.
Wow. You guys are certainly busy. So your music can be purchased on your website, on iTunes, Amazon. Where else can it be purchased?
Let's see. Well, we're on Spotify, on all the streaming services, Google, Pandora. We have some stuff on Pandora. So pretty much anywhere. But we would prefer people buy it directly from us.
Right.
Support the artist.
Exactly. Yes, everyone listen to that. And we should mention that you just you surpassed 1 million plays on Spotify, so that's great.
Thank you. Yeah. Definitely.
So congratulations on that. So I think that I finally talked you into singing something. So
sure.
If you want to go ahead and do that for us, that would be great.
All right, this is Matchstick Kings here.
Okay.
Never actually played live on the internet before, so.
Hey!
We are the kids that are making things. We are the kids that call us Matchstick Kings. Build it up, oh, oh, oh. Yes, we are the kids that'll never get old. And we start over again. And we start over again. We are the kids that can never shut up. Live in a house, but we sleep in a truck. Build it up, oh, oh, oh. We are the kids that'll never get old. And we start over again. And we start over again.
And you were so worried it wasn't going to sound good.
Well, I'll check the.
And you just cut out.
Play later.
Okay, you cut out for just a second after you quit playing. I didn't catch what you said. So
I'll have to check the replay later.
yeah, well, it sounded fine. Just take my word for it. It sounded fine. So anything else you want to add before we go?
No, thanks for having me.
Yeah, absolutely. And next time you come on, which I'm assuming that you will come back at some point, yeah, tell the band to come back and tell Lauren to come on too. So
definitely will do.
Okay. All right. Well, you have a good night.
You too. Take care.
All right. Bye.
Bye.